Hey everybody, this is my 125 gallon native tank, and I recently put a smallmouth bass in here. He's still really shy and reclusive. He's hiding down in the rocks right now. If you look off to the left here, right where that Mayan cichlid just swam, you can see that fish behind him in the cave. That's the smallmouth right now. And you can see some of the other fish in the tank are already starting to take some damage. I noticed this one in particular here, this minnow, has a big mark on its side where it looks like it's been struck. You can see that big white scrape mark. So that one's wounded. It's probably only a matter of time before that one gets eaten. I've also got a couple little sunfish that I collected the other day when I was in the process of trying to collect up some minnows to go in this tank. So the other day we went out, and in an attempt to get some minnows, I also threw my Minnow Trap out, and that was yesterday afternoon. And today we're talking about getting some serious thunderstorms again, and the skies are starting to cloud up. It's afternoon, pretty typical this time of year for us to get these thunder boomers rolling in the afternoon. There's the bass. Was hoping he would come out. So I need to go down and check that Minnow Trap. Honestly, I need to find out even if it's still there, because we had some pretty serious weather move through yesterday, and with the high water and everything, it very well could have just swept my little minnow trap downstream. So we're about to go down and give it a check, see what's in there. It's probably got a few small crayfish, which I want, and it's probably got lots of minnows, which I need. This is a predatory fish. It is a very aggressively predatory fish, so I'm not really going to be able to feed it things like pellets or flakes. Eventually I might be able to get it onto those, but with the nature of this fish, it's probably going to be one that I'm going to have to keep supplying with minnows, small crayfish, and things like that. I could probably get away with doing some earthworms or any other little wriggly things that are living, possibly some crickets on the surface, although everything in the tank would attack the crickets on the surface, so I don't know if it would get a chance or not. I've got options, but it's definitely a predatory fish, and therefore is not going to eat any sort of flaked food or dry pellets or anything like that, at least not for a while. I might be able to eventually get it to do that, but it's going to take a while. So today we need to go down to the stream. We're going to check the Minnow Trap and see what we got going on. So sit tight, and I'll see you down at the stream. Alright, well, I can still see the cord that I got tied on there, so it's probably still here. Yep, it's still down there now. Let's just find out if anything's in it. Well, I would say there's some stuff in it. Good grief. Let's see what we got. Come on, crayfish. There we go. Oh, we got some nice big creek chubs. What size is that one? Bunch of crayfish. And it looks like a bunch of creek chubs. So this doesn't have any bait in it. Oh, it's still got a crayfish in it, so let's make sure we get that one out of there. I didn't see him hiding back in the corner. Ouch, pinched me. Alright, so this needs to go home because I don't have any bait left in that anyway, so there's no point in putting it back down here. So, alright, that's quite a haul. And I will see you guys back at the fish tank. Alright everybody, we're back. I don't know how to do this while holding my camera, so we're going to use the head cam at least till I get the fish in here. Of course, all these minnows are coming up to the top thinking they're going to get some food. I'm just going to go ahead and pour this bucket in here. This is not stream water. I filled the bucket up. There's a look inside. Filled the bucket up with hose water here from the house before I left, so this is my water. The fish are already in. Louise, look at that pile of crayfish. They're crawling everywhere. Wish I had better lighting in here. We'll get to see those creek chubs in a minute. But we can watch the crayfish go helter-skelter. And of course there's already existing crayfish in here. I did actually find my one-clawed crayfish, so that is still in here. Man, some of those chubs are big. I didn't realize they got so big, and they're probably not even full grown either. They probably get bigger than that. I just never realized it. Alright, well, we got enough of a lull in the activity that I'm going to go ahead and get my regular camera out, and we will go ahead and continue from there. So hang on a minute and I'll be right back. Alright. Look at them go, they're everywhere. That one over there is already scrabbling in the rocks trying to dig himself a hole. Let's see if we can get down this way and look at some of these larger chubs. I wish I had my lighting fixed. I have a fixture across the back of the tank. It's just a regular shop lamp, but it really lights the tank up well, except for the front of the tank. And I have a secondary fixture on the front of the tank that when I'm shooting video, I will often just turn that on, and that way you get a nice brightly lit tank all the way through. And I turn it off when I'm done shooting video, and then I don't have to worry about growing all the algae on the glass and all that kind of stuff. With the shop light burned out the other day, so right now all we have lit is this forward fixture, and there's no light in the rear of the tank, and it's an 18-inch deep tank. This is the 125, so there's a lot of depth to the tank that you're not really even getting to see. Those big chubs are cool. I wonder how long they're gonna stay. They're certainly way too big for the smallmouth bass to eat, but they did just take a big shock going from the water they were in to my water. I've got odd water to begin with, and they just came from a nice cold fast moving stream with probably very low dissolved solids, and I'm not even sure what the pH is. One of these days, oh man, just saw that crayfish attacking one of the chubs that swam by. I don't know if that came out on camera or not, but that crayfish does not look happy. Oh no, it was the smallmouth. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure which one it was now. I think it was this guy here, which is the chub that the crayfish was attacking, but that's the smallmouth back there. He's trying to get him. Now, there's two different kinds of behaviors with the crayfish. I was thinking about this earlier. Sometimes when you see the Mayan cichlid or the tilapia swim towards the crayfish, you'll see the crayfish put its claws up in the air out in front of it like it's reaching out to grab the fish that's coming towards it. But not like that. It does it in this weird sort of like it's holding its claws way up in the air and spreading its arms out. And that's exactly what it's doing. It's a defensive maneuver. It's trying to make itself look big. It's trying to make itself look too big to be eaten. But then you will see it do what we just saw a moment ago, where it runs forward like snapping and grabbing at a fish. And that is actually hunting. It's actually trying to grab a hold of that fish. And I seem to notice they do that more with the chubs than they do with any other fish. And it's probably because in their natural environment, that would be the fish they most actively do that with. I've got these other species in here that are some sort of Notropis species, I believe. They do snap at them to some degree, but not nearly as much. So, not really sure why. Maybe the chubs just taste better or something. But the crayfish seem to definitely be more aggressive towards the chubs than any other fish. And we just saw the Mayan cichlid right there taking a shot at that little crayfish. So I've got too much activity going on in here now to even try to get all on video. I'm trying to look at 4 different things while videoing and providing a running commentary. And now, of course, I hear my dog running around in the kitchen who needs to go out. He's 18 years old, and we don't get much warning anymore. When he gets up, he's got to go. So I'm going to have to get going. He's probably peeing in the kitchen already as I speak. So let me go. Thanks for watching. There'll be plenty of updates to come on this one. Make sure you're subscribed. That way you won't miss anything I got coming up. Don't forget this is my native tank. Thanks again. I'll see you real soon.